recording, but I just want to change this so that I can see you all better. There we go. Ta-da! Good morning. Have we got, yes, we are in. Lovely. Lovely to see you all this morning. You all right? Is everyone, no, we're good. Just, Maggie was fiddling with settings. Are you okay, Maggie? Okay. You can see and you can hear. That's it. That's what we need. Right. Let's start to. I was just about to switch my lights on and then thought and realised they're already on. But let's not talk about that. The joy of late October. Right. So let your arm swings now, please, across and out to the side. Oh, oops. Over. I'm going to need to move my plant as well, aren't I? And then just let one arm lift up for me. Just reach up to the side and hold, and lower, and up to the side and reach, and again bring this arm up and lower and reach and lower. And then I just want you to come into your knee lifts. Now, Eileen, I know you don't like being a special case, but if something pops into my head midway through, and I'll just say, do this instead, okay? So we're going to let your knee lift up in front. We're going to just lift and lift, just to warm up the hips. And in classes, in Pilates this week, we've been doing some very nice hip mobility and back strengthening work, kind of more of a back care class we've been doing this week. And then I want you to just let your heel come up behind you. So heel to your bottom, lift up, and up. Lift. Just put my phone onto do not disturb as well, all of the things. There we are. Sure. Who might call me, but just in case. Right, and then a nice big side step over to the side, across, and step. That's it, big side step. We're going to reach over, across, and across, and step, and step, and spring, and spring, and then come into a squat position. Come on down and hold, soften your shoulders, and just come into a punch here. We come in, 2, 3, 4, 5, good, 6, 7, 8, and then as you come back to me, just into this little joglet, so up onto the balls of the feet. So starting to think about getting a little bit of impact and also warming up through the ankles, knees, hips, and then feet about hips width apart. Lift up to the balls of the feet and lower. We'll come up and down, lift and lower, lift and lower, and again from here, lift and down. Now, one of the exercises we've been doing in class this week, I wanted to lift the leg, is all about, so in the pelvis, trying to feel those muscles at the back of the pelvis help to keep us stable. So exercises to really focus on that. So that leg comes up to the side now, hold it there. That's your first level on this. It's just being able to hold that leg. So we lift and hold and lower. Then see if you can just circle the leg round. And then including it today, because it's a really important part of what we're doing. So circle that leg round. And this is about trying to feel the rest of you is stable. So a bit like in Pilates when we do hip circles on the floor, this is that same movement here, trying to feel that your pelvis can keep you stable as the leg circles. Doing a really good job, well done. Over to the other side, lift up, we lift and tap, lift and tap, lift and tap and hold. And then again, we're going to circle round and round. Circle and circle. Just keeping the rest of you nice. Well done. Excellent. No one's wibbling. I should. And then hands to your hips and down to the knees and up to standing. So again, keeping that back nice and long, eyes in and up, down and up, in and lift, in and lift. And then one foot comes back. Find your lunge position and hold. And I want you to hold here, chest lifted, chins in, shoulders back. Then come into that punch. So we're in, and whilst we're holding that lunge, slow the punch down and keep it low. So we think about your ribs rotating here. We twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then change legs. Come to the other side. Down and hold your lunge. Hips open, shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. And then back up to standing. And now we just come back into your side step and make it more of a little hop with that knee. We're coming up, up, yes, up, up, little spring across, over, get, over, really nice. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Feet under your shoulders, lift up to the balls of the feet and down, lift and lower. Then start to lift up, arms come up and down, lift. Then we start to add a little bend, up and in, up and in, back nice and long, up and up. Again from here, lift and lift, lift and lift and lower, and then heels up to your bottom. So hopefully just got a bit moving a little bit more. And then feet hips width apart, just add this twist now, coming over and over and good, over and over. And then just a big stretch here. Bring your arms up, let your hands come down. Bring your arms up, hands down. Bring your arms up, hands down. And then we're going to grab your light weights. So we're coming into that first mobility bit with your weight. So we do this sometimes. So we are going to start with your hands just down by your sides again, feet hips width apart. Lift up to the balls of the feet, breathe in, and then into your squat down. So we don't have to rush this, and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. Good, nice and long through your back. Lift and down. Lift and lower. Again from here. Up and down. Up and lower. Lift and lower. Once again, lift and lower. Yes, then we're going to hold your lunge position. So come on down, or froze a bit there. Chest and shoulders open. Upright through the back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 more. 4 and over to the other side. Find that lunge. We're going to come on down and hold. Weight comes back. 1 and 2 and again 3 and 4 and then up. Then from here we're going to come 1 foot forwards into our shoulder works, the weight in the front foot, the shoulders back, really strong through your tummy. Lift up in front, down. 2, 3, 4. And remember with this, we're keeping those arms straight, the shoulders down. 3 and 2 and 1. And then into our squat press, weights on your shoulders, elbows coming forwards. We come down, push up, in, push. And you can do these as slowly as you need to. Yeah, just get in that movement. We drive up, lift again, in, push, in, push. Again from here, 2 more. Down, push. 1 more time. In and push. Yes, and then pop those weights down. We will be picking them back up again. But just now that impact, so the jump, the knee scoops up, across, and over, and little spring lift. Again from here. Jump nice and upright, up, 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 up. 1 more to each side, in and in. And then staying with that spring, your feet, hips width apart. Now we're going to jump 1 foot forwards, other foot comes back, back together. Same thing on the other side. 1 foot forwards, other foot comes back, back together. And then out to the side. And out to the side. Let me move my camera just so you can see my feet a bit better, hopefully. So we are forwards, can't see my head, forwards and side and we're going to put that all together. So forwards, back, side, forwards, back, side. Make sense? So it's like a cross, forwards, side, forwards, side. Again, forwards, side, forwards, side, in, side. 1 more, in, side. Okay, right, so let me pick this up again so you can see a bit more head. And then we're going to grab those weights again. So from here, grab your weights and we will start with those swings. So we come up to the balls of the feet and down. Keep that back nice and long and lower. Lift and down. Lift and lower. Up, squat. Yes, up, squat. Up and up and lower. Yes, and then find your lunge position. Open that hip up, down and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then to the other side. Come on back. Come on down. Hold that position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And back. And then that 1 foot forwards for that shoulder work. So the shoulders are down. Lift up through the tummy. Up and lift. 3, 4. Again from here. 5 and 6 and lift and 8 and lower down. Then into your squat press, hands to your shoulders, feet nice and wide. In, push, in, push. Again, lower and lower. So we want to keep that back nicely upright. Those elbows come down to your thighs if you can. Push, in, push. 2 more, lower, and 1 more time, in and push. Good. Then those weights come down. So we come into our side jump. Little jump and spring across, over, and over. And doesn't have to be huge, but we get that spring across and over and over. And 1 more to each side. Spring, and then that little cross step. So feet, hips width apart. Forwards, side, forwards, side. Again, in, side, in. So heads, hearts and lungs, and bones. In. Can we make it quicker? Forwards, side, forwards, side, forwards, side. In and again. Forwards, 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 side, forwards. There. Did we manage that one? Right, okay. Knee lifts up in front. That one's okay once you've got the rhythm. Once it goes, you're stuffed. So you just take it back if you need to and slow it right down. Just let your knee lift up. And then we just take a little stretch here before we come into that third round, just to make sure you get your breath back. In and in. Brilliant. Okay, good so far. Grab some water and then grab your weights. So we come on back. We ready? Yeah, okay, so feet. Shoulders width apart. Lift up. Balls of the feet. Come down. Up and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. Again from here. Lift and lift and lift and lift and then lower back down. Then from here into your lunge, one foot comes back, hold your lunge position, chest open, shoulders in. 1, 2, 3, 4, again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the other leg. Step back, come down and hold. And again from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back up. One foot comes forwards, arms straight, tummy strong. Lift and lift. 3 and 4. Again from here. 5, 6, 2 more, 7 and 8. And then come back down. Shoulders down. Squat, press, elbows under. In, push. Yes. In, push. Again. In, push. Lower, lift. 4 more. 4, press. 3, press. 2, press. One more time. In and up and down. And then again, we're going to bring those weights down to the floor and come into our side spring. So we come across, the knee comes up, over, over, little spring, nice change of direction. Again, spring and across and over and over and back. And then those feet, hips width apart, nice and loose on the toes. Start with that. Forwards, back, forwards, back. Just get that. If you lose the rhythm of the more complex one, just come back to this. Spring together. If you can, add the side now. So forwards, back, jump to the side, back, forwards, back, jump to the side, back, forwards, back. Are we with it? In, that's it. If you tell, jump on the spot or jog. Okay. Forwards, yes. And then if you can, forwards, side. Pick up that pace. In and again. 1 and 2, 3, 4, back. Good. It's easier for me because I'm telling you what to do. So like you've got to process what's coming out of my head. So don't worry if that one feels tricky. Deliberately challenging you this morning. Heel comes up and knee lifts up in front. And 5, 6, 7, 8, good. Right, give me a nice stretch out to the side, breathe. Back together. And breathe. And back together. And then get some water. And now it's big weights time. So get some water for me and we'll come back. Once you just make sure you get your back to our orangey zone. Are we ready? Right, so weights. We come to our heavy weight. We start with a squat between the thighs. That's it. I'm going to show you some adaptations as we go through this. So again, feet wide, chest lifted. And we start to come on down and lift up. And we want to keep that back nice and straight as we do this. So think about that space from your tail to the top of your head, nice and long. We're going to do 10. That was 4. And in. And in. And down. 2 more now. Lower. And 1 more time. Down and lift. Now pop the weight down. I've got 2 different versions of this exercise. The first, we are on 1 leg. And we're going to lift the leg up behind in a balance and tap it down. We lift the leg up. We tap it down. So all about that hinge on the front leg. Try that on the other leg. So we lift the leg up. We tap the leg down. We've got to bend through the front knee. We're thinking about that pelvic stability, that balance, and then lower. We're going to do that again. Your option is to do this with your weight, so to make it into a deadlift. So choose which one. Both are effective in their own way. Down and lift. Still that length through the back leg. So with or without your weight. 2 more. Down and lift. Down and lift. And then to the other side, that one leg forwards. In and up. Good. In and up. Again, all about that stability. In and in. 2 more here. We'll come down and down and lift. And then I want you to just hold this weight in front. Remember this hold. You could do this with your dumbbells as well, by the way. So we're going to bring 1 foot forwards. That weight stays forwards. And we want to just pick the weight up and lower. Yes. Up and lower. Good. Wherever you are, your aim eventually is to bring this right up over your head. So we lift up and in. Good. Up and in. Well done. Yes. Up and low. I'm glad, Maggie, you're taking your cardio off. I'm glad you warmed up enough to take cardio off. Then we come into a lunge. Again, your option, no weight. I put mine down on the floor to set up. My hip comes under. Know your lunge options. We come on down and pick up the weights. So I want you to either feel that you've got the weight in one hand, but the rest of you is nice and level, so we don't want any drooping down. So strong through that tummy. Yes. In and up. Maggie, can you pick up that weight for me, please? Thank you. Just to help you stay a bit more upright. That's better. There. In and down. Looking lovely. Yes. Oh, nice, nice, Lorraine. Other side now. So pop that weight down. Hold. We set up our lunge. Lovely lunge. Down. Option. Pick up the weight, and you can have that in one hand. We've got this option where we lifted up in front. There. Good. Down. And yes, so much nicer. Well done. In and lower. Good. Lower. I'll make these 2 more. 2 and 1 more. And then pop that weight down. Bend your knees, come on down. Some aerobic basics. Arms up, let the knee come in. In, in, in. 5, 6, good. 7, 8. Heel to your bottom. Lift, lift, lift. Step, scoop, step, scoop, step, lift. So it's not the spring, it's the step. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then up onto the balls of the feet. We jog it out, lift the chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake out your legs and then grab those weights again for round number 2, starting with our squat. So remember your option: down in front, up to the chest, lower, down, 2, lift, up. If in doubt, do fewer, slower. Down, 2, lift, up, in. That is 4. We're going for 10. Again, down, 2, lift, up again. Down, 2, lift, up. Down, 2, lift, up. I can't work out if that's 8 or 10, so we're going to do 2 more anyway. In and lift. 2 more. Down and lift. Good. Really nicely done. Okay, roll your shoulders for me. Remember that one leg. You can choose with or without the weight. We tip forwards. The back's going to be long. We come on down and lift up. Just 6. Down and lift. Down, lift. Down and lift. 2 more now. Down and lift. 1 more time. In and up, and then to the other side. Bring that foot forwards, shoulders back, down and lift. Down and lift. Down and nice and steady. Down and 2 more. In and good. In and yes. And then either dumbbells or big weights, arms up over your head. Up and lower. Well done. Up, good, and lower. Up and up and 4 more. 4 and 3 and looking good. Well done. 2 and 1 more. Up and down. Excellent. Oh, then your lunge. So weight comes down. Hip opens up. We're going to take that weight. We slowly lift. Remember those options of how to hold that weight. Lower, push, lower, push. Yes. Hold it into the chest if you want to. In, push. Again from here. 4 and 3. Press. 2 and 1 more. Down. Lift. Weight comes down. Over to the other side. Open up through the hip. Ooh, get steady. And we come in. And we're going to come. Lower. Lift. Yes. Push through the front heel. And down. And good. Down. Again from here. 4, shoulders back. 3, 2, and 1 more. Lift up. Bend the knees. Weight comes down. Our aerobics. Lift your knee. Pull the arms down. In. In. in, heel comes behind you, lift up, squeeze, elbows back, in and in, big scoop, step to the side, up and up and up, and then up onto the balls of the feet, shoulders back, lift the chest, breathe, and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Okay, one more little drink break before we enter that final round. Are we ready? Right, let us pick up those weights. Squats in 10. I promise I'll count this time. So let's go. Slowly down, 2, lift, up, down, 2, lift, up again, down, 2, lift, up, in, and lift, down, and lift. Stay with it. We'll come in and lift again, down and lift. Yes, down, lift, down, lift. 2 more, down and lift. This is our bonus one. Down. I did count this time. And lift. Pop that weight down, shoulders back. We are going to come into our one leg. So up to you whether you're with or without your weight. We're coming in, chest lifted, down and up, in and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. We've got 2 more, down, lift. 1 more time, down and lift. Then to the other side, onto one foot, shoulders come back, down and lift, down and lift, in and in, and 2 more now, down and lift. 1 more time, down and the shoulder press. Bend those knees a little, shoulders back, lift and lower, up over the head and down, lift and lift again from here. 4 and 3 and 2. 1 more now, up and down. Good. And then from here, final round of lunges. You know it. Let's come in really strong. Open up through that hip, with or without the weight. Grab that weight, come up. Chest lifted, in, push through the front foot, down and push, in and in, again from here. 4 and 3 and 2. 1 more, down, lift. Then to the other side, with or without that weight. You can have it to your chest or down by your side. In, push, in, press. Yes, lower, down, again from here. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 more, down and lift. Good. And then that weight comes down to the floor. Loosen those shoulders, knees up and in, in, in. Stay with me. 4 and 3, and 2, and 1, and up. Heel comes to your bottom, lift up, squeeze, in, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and then just into your twist now, over to the side, reach, we press, we reach, in, and in, and then just roll your shoulders. We're going to come down to the floor just for the last few minutes. So in and down and down, and grab your mats. There you go. Let us just come down. Hands into the backs of your thighs here. Just gently lean back. Bring those arms up. Soften those shoulders. Just hold that position. Chest and shoulders open. Feel that work through your tummy. Lift up. And then we're going to come down to the floor, onto your back. Hands by your sides. And then just lift those hips up and lower. Lift up and lower. Think head lift up and down. One more time from here, lift up. Hold that position, hold that bridge. Lift up through your hips, ribs down, chest and shoulders open. Press through your feet. You get that work through your bottom, through your hips, opening up through the front of the body. Just almost feel here as well. Can you open up through the back of your ribs? And breathe. And then down into the floor. Let your feet come up. Hands into the backs of your thighs as you just lift up. And we come into a little scissor here, across and over. Across, yes. Option, head and shoulders down, or into that reach, across and over, and over, and over. And then those feet back down and your hands back down by your sides. Press into those arms. Breathe in here. Lift up through your hips and hold. And come on down. Again, lift up through your hips into your bridge and hold. And come down. And again from here, lift up into your bridge, hold. And come on down. And then just with your knees together, let your knees twist over to one side. And up. Over to the other side. And up. And then just let one leg come in. Gently stretch out through the back of that leg. And other side up. And stretch. And then we'll come up to seated. Just bring your ear over to your shoulder now and stretch. And then over to the other side. And then in and lift. Good. And over and lift. And then just twist, looking over your shoulder. And round to the other side. And then back. Stretch out through your back, round your back. Come onto the balls of your feet. Oh, sit back. Lift up. Up to standing. And then from here, just bring your hands forwards. Stretch out through your back. Open up through your chest. Take a big breath in here. Oh, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for joining me this morning. Just switch off my recording.